Hey everybody, it is Cherlette McCullough. As you all already know, I wanted to come on today and just tell you all so much. Thank you so much for starting my birthday celebration with me early. So like I said on the post, my actual birthday is August 15th. But most of you all who know me know that I celebrate the week before, the week of, and the week after. So this year I'll be turning 45 years old, and this week, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on every day and share with you all a life lesson that I've learned that I can remember and that I want to share with you all that I've experienced in my last 45 years. So the one today that I want to talk to you all about, I really want to talk to the single ladies. A lot of people are wanting to get married. A lot of single women, I see in my practice talk about the different things that they need to change, talking about the things that they desire, wanting to get married, not being able to meet someone or meeting someone, and it's just not working out for some reason. I want to encourage you all today. You know what? I didn't get married until I was 37 years old. And a lot of people think that that's old. Most of my friends who are married, they got married in their 20s, right after college or while they were in college or right after high school. So a lot of them are celebrating like their 20th year, 25th year, all that stuff. I didn't get married until I was 37 years old. I met Kurt when I was 35 and we married 2 years later. So I want to encourage you, if you are over 30, if you're over 35, it's okay if you are single and you're still dating and you're really getting to that place where you are really, really honing in on what it is that make you happy, really, really finding out what it is that you want in a relationship. It is okay if you're in your 30s and you have children and you haven't married yet. That does not mean that you will not get married. The thing that I would encourage you to do is really, 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 really dig deep and find out who you are. Find out what are the things that you really want in a relationship. What are the things that you can tolerate, and not about this perfect image that social media give you. Social media tell us that, a guy should have all this money, he should have no children, this and that. Guess what? When I married Kurt had 3 children and he had been married before. So some people be like, why would you do that? You didn't have any children. You've never been married. Sometimes when people have more experience than you, sometimes that is the perfect person for you. They can teach you a lot of things as well. But the thing that attracted me to Kurt was his heart for his children, his career, and how driven he was individually. Without all the stuff that he had been through, all the stuff he had experienced, he was still driven for life and still wanted to live life and still wanted to travel, still wanted to have fun. But one of the things that stood out the most to me was how he loved his children. So listen, prior to meeting Kurt, I dated people with children as well. And now I meet some women and they say things like, I don't have kids, so I don't want to date a guy that has children. Well, if that is your thing, that's your thing. I'm not saying that's crazy. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But those of us who are open to dating guys with children, what are your standards? What are some of the things that you're looking for from that dad? What are some of the things, the red flags for men who have children? One, for me, I would say, but pay attention to how he treats his kids. Mom, what is that relationship like? Are they very, very close? Do they still stay the night with you? Do they still go on trips together? Is that something that you can tolerate in a relationship? Is that something that will bring your insecurities out, or something that will really make you uncomfortable? Is he on child support? Is he paying his child support? Do he visit his children? What's his relationship like with his mom? What is his career like? What is his finances like? All of those things are some of the things to look for when you're saying you want to date someone that has children, or you're not open to it, but you want to explore it. There are a number of men out here, good men out here, who have children that do want to be in an exclusive relationship. So think about that. What are some of the things that you can tolerate? What are some of the things that you can't tolerate? Think back over the relationships that you've been in. What are some of the things that you tolerated? What are some of the things that you didn't tolerate that you should have tolerated, But just think about that. I just wanted to come on and give you all a transparent moment about my life in the 45 years. I did get discouraged a lot in my 20s because I've been wanting to get married since I was like in my early 20s, right after college. I wanted that whole American dream. I wanted to get married, have kids, and buy a house. But as you all know, I didn't get married until I was 37. Still, I could not have children. Tried that. That didn't work out. But guess what? I always say this, the picture that you have for yourself, you can have that picture. The characters may change in that picture, but it doesn't mean you can't have that picture that you say that you truly want in life. So I would just encourage you, really, 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 really find out what are your daily habits towards the things that you want when it comes to a relationship. Who are the people that you hang around? Who are the people that are your models for relationships? Who are the people that you're watching? And listen, sometimes we are on the outside looking at relationships and we're thinking like, oh, their relationship is so perfect. Oh, they do everything together. No, there is no relationship that's perfect. There is no relationship that's a real relationship that does not have conflict. All relationships have conflict. What makes it unhealthy is how you handle the conflict. So I didn't come on today to be an expert. I just wanted to come on and share with you all some of the things, one of the things that I've really experienced in these 45 years of living. And the one that stood out the most to me today that I wanted to share with you is about getting married in your 30s. There are so many beautiful women who are just discouraged because they desire to get married and it just hasn't happened yet. And I met a young lady yesterday. She was like, I'm 31, Cherlette, and it hasn't happened yet. So, girl, you got a long time. You know, one of the things that I did get to do before I got married is I did all my girlfriend trips, still do girlfriend trips, but I got a lot of that out of my system. I got to meet a lot of guys. I got to date a lot of guys and find out the different personalities of different guys, you know, of different nationalities too. So take advantage of that time, because when you get married, you don't have all that free time to do that. You know, you're committed. You have to, you know, there are a lot of things that you have to do. You have to show up to, you know, there's a lot of times that you don't want to cook. There's a lot of times you don't want to have sex. There's a lot of times you just don't want to connect. But when you are married, those are some things that you do push past and like compromise, and you still do, you know, not from an abusive standpoint, but it's different when you get married. So, and I'm not bashing marriage. Marriage is a good thing. I'm happy to be married. But I want to give you the real when it comes to marriage, because a lot of people give you this fake thing around marriage. And when you get married, all of your problems just go away and you just travel and you just have fun and you dress alike and you just have a lot of sex and you just have all this affection. No, sometimes in marriage, there is no affection. Sometimes in marriage, there is no sex. You know, it's just like that in marriage. You know, you learn to love each other. You learn what makes each other tick. You learn each other's triggers. You learn what makes each other happy. You learn what makes each other really sexually excited. You learn that stuff in a marriage. But the main thing I wanted to do is encourage you all, those of you who are not married, those of you who are over 30, and you're saying stuff like, is it going to happen? Yeah, it'll still happen. It can still manifest for you. Listen, don't limit yourself based on your age. You know, and it doesn't mean that you are denied. It's just not your time yet. Understand timing. Understand timing. Of course, all of us want everything right now, especially a strong, driven, successful women, because we have a strategy for everything that we want in life and we know how to go after it and we know how to get it. But getting that person that you truly want to be with, you know, and think about this. It's not that you are not attractive. It's not that you cannot be in a relationship. You just want the relationship that is aligned with you. Think about it. You attract people all day. So it's not that you're not attractive. It's not that you don't have anybody that don't want to be with you. You have somebody that want to be with you, okay? But is it aligned? That's the thing. So get out of your head thinking about, oh, I need to do this. I need to lose weight. I need to get my body done. I need to dress like this. I need to go over there. There are some things that you possibly need to tweak. There are some things that you need to change. But you know what? A lot of times it's not external. A lot of that stuff that needs to change is internal. Internal stuff, your personality, not your personality, your attitude. How do you treat people when you're mad? How do you treat people when you don't get your way? So those are some of the things that I had to learn. Another big one that I had to learn, how do you talk to men? I didn't have an example of that. You know, I created my own example of how to talk to a man, how to get along with a man. So that was something that I had to learn. Another lesson that I learned in these 45 years. Just because you're straightforward and you're not scared to say what's on your mind, you can't talk to a man like that. You cannot do it. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how bad you are. I don't care what all you can do in the bedroom. You can't talk to a man as if he is your child. It just won't work. It will not work. Even if you make more money than him, that won't work. So I just wanted to come on with a transparent moment and talk to you all today. I'll be back on tomorrow to talk to you all about another transparent moment. Have a good Tuesday. Bye.